It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Carr right away going to look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield, here's Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. Throwing again on second down. Carr, throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Bolden. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. On play action. Now Carr rolling to his right. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll pick up the first.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Up the first down, you kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Here's Bolden. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On play action, it's Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Carr forced out to his left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr, eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Carr will look to throw. And he's brought down. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
What now?
2nd and 10.
50 Cent, you're mine.
Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
694.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. to go on 4th down. The left side throw complete to Adams. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50.
Now Gino. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing now is Gino. This complete to Lockett. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Come on. Hey, Cavity Lion.
To throw is Smith. Flush to his right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. He's at the 50, 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. Excellent. Set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Into the red zone, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Out to Cole on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game. And, man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 734.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. That's complete to Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. 6-18. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Carr now on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right now, 280. Raider 2.
From the 39, Carr buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
93.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, we're good. 185. White Monday down. Express. Who's that?
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Exit, exit.
Carr going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive.
56, Mike 56. Dick.
56. Mike 56.
In motion left goes a tight end. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now Smith. Past the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A game-winning field goal would be a This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He's coming. Double up.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They go play action with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Going for it with Sanders. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47th. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Back to Gainwell here on second down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Cougar 19.
Hey, D-Line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. His throw caught right around the 6. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to get an advantage.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Stephanie, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Watch the safety crew.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On 1st and 10, Smith completes it to Fant on the right side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ready, break.
6-0 our score after 1.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Okay, break.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready,
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolf.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up 1st downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll try the air now with Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Smith. Sliding out of them, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Hey, that's all day, baby. You're soft. Hey, take your soft self back to huddle. Soft self back to huddle.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It's our time. Quick dash. Go.
Hurt.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 43.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Okay, 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Inside handoff, Penny. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
The Smiths throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to Walker on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready.
On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
70 Timberwolves.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Now they send a man in motion right. Now receiver in motion left.
He's not gonna get me. Watch twist.
Go, Regs. Go.
Gino's going to throw. And he's brought down. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
After the interception, here's Smith going for it all. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Check 56. Nice, sweetheart.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
56.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
You're not ready. Switch. Out.
They'll turn to Sanders, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next touchdown. I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up. Now there are mess-ups and there are mess-ups. I think this falls in the latter category.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game. And since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go. But they take it all the way into the end zone.
And 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So now, as this one's in the air.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 43 is the mic. I'm not ready. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hatchet.
They're going to run this with a tight end. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
19 Tiger.
Smith. And he's brought down. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Get it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check smash. Check smash.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. Let's go, Arnie.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike's 57's Mike.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, 43.
57. Mike, 57.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
Flushed out right.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Hey, 57.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day.
Attack.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Ready?
On 1st down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
What's tight? Tight end's right.
From the 31, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But
oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes fighting Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker,
75 yards.
and the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Jordan Brooks.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Here we go. 57 is the mic. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
There's no line. 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Let's get off the field.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Okay, ready? Mike 50. Mike 50. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing now is Geno.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith. 20. 10.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Show it up. Under 10, under 10.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now he's forced out right. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Jam. Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go.
Now Smith. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. We the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's got room.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They run again with Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try and run Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Smith looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Yellow.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 57. Mike, 57.
Yellow.
Now, baby, you don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Now here's Mahomes.
Pick it up, kid.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And give him a gain of 37.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 17. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
43.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm here.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
Switch.
Again, it's Walker.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Here we go on 4th. Smith forced out to his left.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw it here. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then a